My name is Jean-Sébastien Marier. I'm a journalist, producer, educator, and instructor here with the School of Journalism and Communication at Carleton University. I'm really passionate about storytelling, audio storytelling to be more specific, and that's why I'm really excited to be teaching this program this summer. I'd say podcasting is a pretty powerful tool because your main tool really are your words. You need to create scenes. You can evoke our senses, right? Instead of just telling me, show me through your words. A little bit like you would do in filmmaking, but instead of using a camera, you use your microphone as your camera. What do I mean by that? Let's say you are telling me about something that happened to you. Don't just tell me what actually happened, but describe the setting. Where were you? How did it feel? What could you smell? What could you hear? Did you touch anything? It's a little bit like, reading an audiobook or listening to an audiobook. You are paying close attention to the words, but you're creating mental pictures. You're creating scenes in your brain. That's what I really love about podcasting. I'd say the number one mistake people make when starting a podcast is that they are trying to go too fast. The market is rather saturated out there, which doesn't mean that you cannot have your podcast, but you need to identify your audience. You need to target your messaging so that you bring something unique to the table. So the very first step isn't for you to grab your microphone and start interviewing people, but it is really to think about what it is that you're trying to say. What is your key message here? Who are you trying to reach out to? Plan, get the right interviewees, get the right guests, make sure that you have good questions, then record your podcast, edit it, and then go about promoting it. But all too often, and that's something I see with my university students, they're really eager to do. They just want to grab their microphone, get out there and interview people. But we need to take a step back and think carefully about what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Podcasts, you don't need much in terms of technical resources. A cell phone and a good microphone could do the trick, or you could even use your computer and interview your guests with video conference. But throughout this course, you will have access to our very own audio studios here at Carleton. So what's the added value? When you have access to a studio, you can bring in your guests, sit them down in front of you and have a very intimate conversation, something that your listeners will be able to join in and feel as if they were part of this conversation with you in that room at that very moment. It can also make it for a less cumbersome, less technically challenging experience for your guests if they are not technologically inclined, because all they have to do is show up, sit in front of you, and engage in that thoughtful conversation with you. This course will walk you through the different stages of a podcast project. First, we'll talk about what podcasting is all about, how to come up with story ideas. Then you will learn how to find guests. We will turn our attention to interviewing techniques and recording techniques. You'll get to actually record an interview. Then you will edit it. And lastly, we will talk about how to go about publishing and promoting your podcast. So in a nutshell, we'll teach you the ABCs of podcasting in the digital era. You will learn how to come up with ideas for your very first podcast, how to find guests, how to script your episode. Then you'll talk about interviewing techniques, recording techniques. You'll record your first interview, then you will edit it, and lastly, you will learn how to publish and promote your episode. This course will teach you how to come up with story ideas for your podcast, how to find guests. You will learn about interviewing techniques, recording techniques. You will get to record your very first interview, then you will edit it. Lastly, we will talk about how to go about publishing and promoting your very first podcast show. So what's unique about this course, you may ask? It is a very hands-on course. Of course, you can go to YouTube and other online training platforms and learn a little bit about podcasting. But if you join us for this course, you will not only learn the theory, but also get your hands dirty. You will learn to manipulate a microphone. You will learn to interview people. You will learn to edit on a very real editing suite. And then we will turn our attention to studio techniques. Where do you position your guests? Where do you sit? How far away should the microphone be? What kind of microphone should you be using? That is the unique added value that we are offering you through this course.